podcast. I got here. This man has a special out. It's available everywhere except for Tubi. So I'm just kidding. Uh,
Soon,
the Bowtie
soon.
guy, comedian, host, producer, creative. I would say up and coming, but he's already coming. Pause.
There you go.
The one and only Theodore Taylor. How you doing today?
I'm doing, y'all. How you doing, everybody out there?
Man, we doing
Of
good,
course,
brother.
mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
Bow tie guy, your
Yeah.
comedy special. How did you come up with the name and where did the
Okay.
bow tie?
I was doing comedy for years, and like I'm a nerd as well. So I don't know if you heard of his show called Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a gentleman on there named Sam Smith. He was one of the doctors, and he said bow ties are cool. I one day was like, man, yeah, they are. And I decided to wear it at a show at like at the comedy club I was working at the time. I used to work at the Houston Improv, where basically all the comics went and they would put me on or whatever. And I decided to go up that weekend with a bow tie, and people just started liking it. I just started doing it. It means absolutely nothing. It just means you're just gonna see a dude in a bow tie. When you watch it, you're gonna be like, "Is this motherfucker gonna do bow tie jokes?" No, I'm not.
I just got a bow tie on.
I still got a bow tie on. The whole special is hilarious. Ain't got shit to do with bow ties, but hey. So like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just a little thing that I do. It's a niche that I have. It allows me to like. When I was coming up, man, I've been doing this since I was 18. I'm 42 years now, and when you're going up as a black comedian, they sort of label you as blue. They label you as a blue comic, label you
Mm-hmm.
as a dirty comic. It don't matter. I mean, it don't matter because you're urban, whatever. They start calling you dirty. I did this show in Spring, Texas one time, and the dude before me was being racist, and the dude after me was saying dirty jokes. I was just doing just regular mill old cussing. You know what I'm saying? And she, this white lady's like, I like it, but I don't like the vulgarity. I was like, oh, my vulgarity? Just mine? Okay, all right. Yeah. And she just stayed on me and kept on going, I don't like the vulgarity. And I was like, are you talking about the black vulgarity, man? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what is going on? So it's also, it allows me to say like dirty jokes and dress well while I'm on stage. So you don't really actually see it coming. It's all just on some psychological shit that I realize if you put a button up on, people allow you to say whatever the hell you want to say. And I don't have to wear a Steve Harvey suit.
Oh yeah, we ain't wearing no three Steve Harvey suit. What
Shout
the
out to Steve. Shout out to Steve. That's
shout
the way
out to
my
him.
daddy dressed. But that's just not for me.
I can relate somewhat because when I first started stand up, I was doing like the Nike joggers with
Mm-hmm.
the graphic T-shirts from Target,
Yeah.
and then something clicked. I was like, man, let me go ahead and just switch up a little bit and start doing the button ups, the jeans, and the cardigans, and I was like, everything just flowed a little bit better.
For some reason, they allow you to do like say whatever the hell you want to, and don't think that you're vulgar, and it's not. You're not even being vulgar. If you come to a nightclub setting, it's a nightclub theme. Like I don't understand why your brain won't switch. you know, you're a grown up. We're selling
Mhm.
alcohol here. You know what I'm saying? So like, and also the time where I came up, the era I came up wasn't as free as the words they are now. Like, I mean, everybody always talks about this like uh uh is comedy being too censored? Is it so no, not really. Like you can say a lot more shit that you can say that you couldn't do back then. There's a lot more things. You just gotta be a lot more clever with it. So like I just like it was really hard because I also the time when I was coming out there was a blue collar comedy shit was going on. So you had a bunch of like you had to because I grew up in the South.
Mhm.
I'm from the South, and then like I started my comedy in Houston, Texas. Toward all Texas, toward the Midwest and stuff like that. And then you sit there, you do that stuff, and like people always, for some reason, they want. I don't know why you left your job, you left the regular world to come into the nightclub world. Just switch your brain, you know. It allows people to switch their brain a little bit more
Facts.
for some reason.
Yeah, you got to be clever because I know the open mic scene. Well, I'm in Virginia. The open mic scene here, you just hear some people just say some of the most derogatory shit. I'm like, yo, be a little bit more clever and punch it up a little bit to the
Yeah.
point that you don't offend. Yeah.
If you just, it's just all rise on the club. You just can't go out there just calling people the F slur. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do it. But you know what I'm saying? You can't go out there be calling people the F slur. You know what I'm saying? Be smart about it. Like, what era do we live in? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like, it's being professional as well. You got to know your audience. Like, all that shit I was just talking about, like, you know, going up there and saying whatever, but I need to know when I'm going up there, and this is the type of audience that I have. So I need to learn how to freaking cater it. And then I always say that's when it becomes work. It's just very fun when you can do whatever you want. But if somebody's paying you to do a certain thing, you know, it becomes work at that time. And that's
Mhm.
what it is. It's a job. It's a career, you know, show business, you know.
Definitely, man. And you started 18, so you like 24 years in the game.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I just got my special. So, you know, it worked. They come true. Nah, yeah, man. I started 18 years old. I was in theater. I was in high school. I mean, I basically switched being from the theater to go to doing stand up. And like I was in college. I mean, I was part of a company, and I just called them up and I was like, I'm gonna see how this stand up stuff works, man, because I really don't like being around actors and doing all this stuff. You know, I mean, to be honest with you, I like the immediate laughter. I just kept on looking at the stuff that I did. Like, I would look at my like all the plays that I've done, you know, and then you just go, well, I mean, that's good, but nobody knows I've done that,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no way to like capture this. There's no way to be like to make this your own, you know. There's a million cats that are just as talented as me, you know, just as you know, I guess you know who can act as good as me. Ain't that many people as funny as me or funny like me, you know. So like, it was a easier route to go that I could do it, you know. And that's another thing. You gotta know if you can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like this guy who's could go out there and they do the shit, and it's like, oh, this is fun. Oh, it's fun. Well, my dude, it's been years, and you're not going nowhere, bro. You still on the open mic scene. You're not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like Chris Rock say, if you know, you say something, and nobody laughs. That's a sentence. Ain't it? You know, it's not a joke. So like, you gotta. I mean, be real with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I called it the honest element, man. It's in any part of like the entertainment genre. If you're an actor, you're a dancer, you know, like you're a musician. You like it used to be. You could sing. If you could sing, you can sing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
now they have like you can tweak. You have to tweak it now. They have the what's the T-Pain stuff they be using. You know what I'm saying? Voice modulators and stuff like that. If you're an actor, you can surround people. I noticed this when I was doing the theater. It was a bunch of actors that were on the main stage of my college, and they weren't good. But in that era, in that like environment, they learned the popularity contest the same way that you know you can do it in Hollywood. You have something that they want, and they start pushing you. And you don't have to be good at it. Just people around you say you're good. You know. Same thing with music. Same thing with that. It's something about it's like dancing and comedy. Either you can dance or you can't. I can see what you're doing right now. You're not getting the steps right. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with comedy. I can see what you're doing right now. You're not making them laugh. The honest element is the laughter. If they're not laughing, it's not good. And and if you can carve away in a niche in any way in this business, like you know, if you make them laugh, that's all. That's the bottom line. So like, but you got to be honest with yourself. Are you making them laugh, or is that phantom laughter? And I'm not the type of person to tell people not to do it because that same feeling you get is the same feeling I get. You're gonna have to
Facts.
figure that shit out yourself, buddy.
You remember? Yeah, you remember your first time not getting a good crowd reaction on your first bomb? How did you come back from that?
My first bomb, I remember my biggest bomb was, I was actually thinking about this shit the other day, was I was at TSU, Texas Southern University. I think they changed the name to it. Oh man, they everything was set up. First of all, I was like 2 years into the game, and I really didn't quite know stand-up comedy, the way it is. And one, I couldn't make my people laugh. I couldn't make black people laugh. There's one thing I had to figure out, and like understand that I had to learn how to do that shit. I just could not make black people laugh. But I was ready to give it the old college try. You know what I'm saying? So I was going out there. I went to this place. First of all, the show was supposed to be in the theater, and then it moved into the cafetorium. So yeah, not that many tickets were sold. And so from the theater to the cafetorium, we were sitting there. We were all some risers. Now, before the show started, they had some lady, little two cousins, come up there and start dancing, and they were dancing. This is before a comedy show. And they were dancing, and once again, it was in the cafeteria, and the lights were on. It was like a talent show. Like, it looked like a high school talent show. It was real weird. So it was me, my boy Blame, and this other comic named Bo Peep. And I went up there and and I said, "What's up, TS?" Boo! They shot me right off the bat. They booed me at the beginning of the goddamn job. I said, "Oh shit!" Oh, I said, "Lord." I said, "Hold on, hey, boo me? You don't know nothing. Y'all just met me out and said nothing. You can't boo me." And so, true to my people, they gave me a chance. They all stopped. Like they all was like, you know what? He right. And I used to have a joke back in the day. I was a young kid. Why you writing dirty jokes? And it was a joke that it was supposed. Did you know the joke starts off? Did you know there's no actual, like, if you know any of my jokes tend to go here and then they go this way, and it's talking about something that's not about the other thing sometimes. And I was like, did you know there's no actual? Did you know that there's no actual explanation for having an erection while walking inside of a daycare? It was an old dirty joke. Now, as a black, I know that shit's not gonna fly amongst our people. We're not trying to hear anything else after that. And so I said, walk inside of the daycare. What? Boo! Somebody screamed, "What?" And then they proceeded to boo me. A good lesson in learning in black and making black people laugh. We really don't fuck with things like that. No. But it's good. It's a good joke because it turns into a joke about Michael Jackson, and it was a whole thing. But they weren't really they weren't feeling that. My boy after me comes up there and makes fun of me. And I honestly just, I didn't even want to get paid. I just wanted to get $8 because gas was really cheap back then. Gas was like, I think gas was like about $2 back then. So I was able to get my little $8 in my gas tank and take my ass back home. So, it's fine. I'm good now.
You good now?
I can do that now. Well, it comes in time.
I ain't had a boo moment, but I said a joke at a bar. It was a clean comedy show, so I couldn't cuss. And I said, "Follow me at Christian Mingle at Assalamu Alaikum."
They like that.
They didn't fuck with me after that. I go back the next week, and I just do this set that I already did prior. Lady is picking with me. She was sitting at a bar. We had a bar, so she's right there at the bar. I'm sitting in the middle of the bar, telling these jokes, and this lady just roasted me for 3 weeks straight. I ain't say nothing. Man, that fourth week I lit her ass up. They turned the music on me. They turned the lights off and the microphone. the guy was like, "You shouldn't have done that." I was like, "Bro, she been picking me for 3 weeks. I know I messed up with the assalamu alaikum joke. She didn't throw a chicken bone at me
Oh,
and everything." I was like, "Yep, I'm good." Now, if I had a bomb, I did have one. It wasn't even a bomb. It was just something similar to what you saying about the dancing. Had a guy come
mm,
up there singing R&B.
yeah,
Never heard of him before, right? Takes his
mm,
shirt off. He's chest naked and got his
yeah.
V on his waist showing. And I'm like, man, what's going on? And he's like,
And
I'm
now
a
you got to tell jokes after that.
now I gotta tell jokes after this. And he's telling everybody, yo, y'all about to hear some new unreleased stuff. I come up after him and say, nobody knows who you are. All your music is unreleased and new. I'm confused what we're doing here.
It
I did not realize that
was his show.
80% of the people there was his people. After I got off the stage, two comedians come up to me, man, you did good, bro. Don't worry about it. Let me tell you something. I ran to the car
Mm,
to get it. I was like, I'm about to get my ass towed up.
that's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's hilarious. See, it's shit like that. That's why I like stand up like that. And it's shit like that that like people don't know. There's nothing funnier than a comedian bombing. And especially somebody who know how to do the shit. Oh my god, just I've had so many times just having great times in the back of the club, just laughing at one of my friends not doing a good job. And like, I don't want you. I don't, I don't want you to. I want you to kill. But if you dying up there, oh my god, my friends, we used to man carry court in the back, man. That's one thing I'm gonna miss. I can't do the hang anymore. I'm too old to hang. I don't care to hang. That's the shitty part about it. I don't give a fuck about I mean I've seen it. I've done it all. I'm married. Like it don't like I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't want to do any of this. So that's mostly like my problems with now. I have no urge to hang like without a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like that's the one thing about coming like I came to Los Angeles like 4 years ago. I'm going on 5 now. I moved back in August because I got what I needed. But my biggest problem was like, hey man, I was at the Hollywood Improv, right?
Mhm.
I just did a good set, did a great set, man. I was hyped. I was like, yeah, man, it's great. And I went up to the bar. I was like, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna have a drink with these fellow comedians, Or when I went, like, I was like, ah, crap! I left my wallet in the car. It's just 2 blocks. I was like, I'm gonna go get my wallet. I went over there, opened my car door, and just sat down and turned the car on and drove away. It was all, it was all one motion. I said, "Oh shit! I was supposed. Oh fuck it. Well,
Oh,
that,
oh well.
I don't have the urge to hang, and I think, and that's that. When you in the beginning, that's like the fun part. That's the funness because you have your friends, you have your peers. You got the people that, and everybody gonna make it. And that's the beauty of the thing is like the longer you do this, the better you get at it, and like you can make a living in it. You just got to understand like what is your living gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing your podcast and stuff like that. Like that's your way in the industry. Like and like I mean, comedy's been my only way, but I have to figure out other avenues myself. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I act, I do other stuff like that. I try to get on things like that just so I can do more stand up.
Facts.
So yeah, yeah. So basically, every single thing you do, it should basically make you do more stand up. That's all.
That's it. Because the only reason the podcast came is after they threw the chicken bone at me for saying, follow me at Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. That's the only. I was like, I don't think on this comedy, and that was like 2 months into comedy. I don't think this comedy shit gonna work.
Mm.
So,
And it's
I,
hard. It's very hard, man. Like it really is. And like I said, the longer you do it, the better you get at it. But it's a marathon. It ain't a sprint.
nah.
Like I said, 24 years in, they finally like I had to move to LA. I had to like the way I got the special was I was at a comedy festival, and I got this thing called Best in Show. So, and the people from Comedy Dynamics were there, and they wanted to be getting an album. They wanted me to make an album, and I said, "Hey, if I produce it myself, you know, would you would you like to buy it?" They're like, "We'll see." So I did it. They wanted to buy it, and and basically now it's up to essentially me, their distributor. They'll distribute. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you to sell it. So you got to figure out ways to sell it, figure out ways to get access to the seats. It's a tool to get people to watch it and get people to come out to your shows. So, and that's all you need. And I've been doing it for so long. I've toured with headliners, national headliners, Carlos Mencia, Felipe Esparza, Paulo Francisco, all the Hispanic ones. Although we went for what's the name from Blackish?
Anthony Anderson?
No, but Cole. Yeah, Deion Cole. I'll come for Deion Cole. I mean, a lot of that was me working at the comedy club in Houston because they would all come through there, and I'll try to get on there. I mean, what's the name? With basically a lot of comics. I've opened up with Pops, John Witherspoon. It was because it was when what's it called? Black Jesus came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was sitting there watching it in the green room, and he watched it, and he was eating his chicken, and he eat like that. That shit, like he eat like that. So we were watching it, and it was like, dude, I'm watching John Witherspoon watch John Witherspoon. Like this shit is weird. It's the weirdest shit. Ralphie May fucking been on his tour bus. You know what I'm saying? Fucking open for him a couple times. Like it's just one of those things where you see like it's you go in the business, you're doing a bunch of stuff and you open it, and then now you just want yours. You want something for you. And I call it an ass scene on, I got an ass scene on now, oh shit, he was on the special. You can see him on this and that. And basically that's all you kind of need to actually get your foot in the door. And on top of that, I'm trying to do cruise ships and stuff like that, because cruise ships it's now they want more. Apparently, one of the guys I was talking to, they want more of us on cruise ships because a lot of black people are going on cruise ships now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing. So they want to see more black comedians, and that's the thing about being a black comic. You have to learn how to do both people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to do white people. You have to learn how to do black people. Black people are different, but it's honestly like, I don't know, it's a better feeling. I guess it's because I'm black. You know what I'm saying? But it's a better feeling getting them. But like, I don't know. You have to know how to do that. No offense to white comics, they can just coast being them. Mm-hmm. They can be them in the same thing. We have to basically learn how to do it. It's essentially being a black person in this country, code switching.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, black audiences, man. You gotta fight in those rooms. Yep. You gotta fight, literally, to win them over. And
my friends used to say, like, with them, it's with other crowds, with mixed crowds, it's like, I came here to laugh. Mm-hmm. Black crowds is make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? You need to make me laugh. I've had a hard day out there. I've been here. You got to make me laugh.
Yeah.
And it's like, and and you just got to accept that sometimes.
Yeah. Black people, we don't laugh. We just go. I got a joke. I was like, black people don't laugh. They just make a noise. That's it. That's it. Okay, type shit. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I got my stuff. It's rough. Yeah. It'd be rough. White audiences, they'll laugh at you, man, and follow you and want to buy you a drink. Black audience, you got to fight. You got to find some kind of universal language or something to make them laugh. But I found out If you do observational stuff in the beginning of your set, don't talk about nobody saying they got unreleased music and they ain't never heard of them. You'll make it pretty far in those rooms.
It's one of those things where, like, I mean, yeah, I don't like when people say, like, because like there'll be a lot of companies like, yeah, you got to dumb it down. It's not a dumbing down. I mean, it's just that you're relating to somebody in a different way, and they have to understand things a certain different way. It's like we're all different, and it's not. We're not. I hate. You know the shit I hate. Hey man, coming up here, man. This man's real good, but you got to listen. Listen to him. Like, no, do the same shit you did to me with that. Like, I don't. It's like it's there's no. I don't know. It's just a weird. It's a weird thing. I don't like it, but you got to listen.
Man, I hate this one. Coming to the stage, little chicken foot pussy eater, and they come out on the stage. Suck my ass, lick my dick. Fuck you, bitch. I'm like, damn. And I'm like, where the jokes at? Thank you very much. Kiss my ass and walk off the stage. Coming to the stage, Rome Davis. Wow.
I would immediately go, I'm not doing any of that. I don't know what the hell was that.
I don't know what that guy's talking about. I pay my taxes.
The room. Yeah. You just essentially reset the room. That's all it is. You sit there and you figure it out and just go, yeah. All right. I'm actually say some words. I don't know. I will cuss. The cussing will be in there. But it's not all I do. All right.
That's not all I do. What? Just gonna ask this: was the comedy scene on your side affected after the Cat Williams interview? Because a lot of people here in Virginia took the Cat Williams interview, was like, I can relate to Cat, and just went on a whole smear campaign. Were y'all affected? Was it like the same way? Or
by that time I was out here, so like I don't really listen to shit like that. Like we've been doing that forever. Like the thing that kills me, it's like they've been trying to make it a black comic thing, and it's like, no, white comics got beef too. You know what I'm saying? All these comics, comedy is a bunch of alphas. I'm sorry, it's a bunch of betas trying to be alphas. It really is. It's a bunch of people. It's the nerds. It's the weirdos. It's the people who are cerebral, thinking in their mind constantly all the time. And then now they're the top guy because we're kind of the smartest people in the room, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you gave us a spotlight. We all do that. And it's the same shit. The whole Cat Williams thing, there are weird people in Hollywood. This ain't gonna be in. He threw a fucking couple balls and a couple of them hit. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker ain't Nostradamus. Like, like it is what it is. Like people are weirdos. I had a joke back in the day called, it was basically like I'm at a certain point in my age where I found out all my heroes ain't shit. Like every single person that I believed in ain't shit. Hulk Hogan's a fucking racist. The guy I tried to do this, the man I fucking like. So I'm a fucking kid from the 80s. I'm a black comedian who grew up in the 80s. Cosby's my fucking hero.
Oh.
But he's also a goddamn monster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's one of the reasons why I went to college. But he's also a monster. Like, it's weird. But here, you take the point. Did you know, what's her name? Mother Teresa? She was a racist murderer? How about that? Yeah, she would kill people and things like that. And she wasn't really good at her job. She killed a lot of people. A lot of people died under Mother Teresa. It is what it is, man. Some shit happens. It's the duality of human beings. We got horrible people out there. We got bad people out there. But I can't do no more because this nigga got baby oil. I'm listening to I'm not. It's the things like I'm going to the point where like when I hear things about people. Like when something famous, something happens, and it's like, oh man, I enjoy this gentleman. I just go, there's a little piece of my heart going, please don't be a monster later. But I'm still enjoy this. You know, like R. Kelly.
Ooh.
We all knew. But Step in the Name of Love is fire. It's fire. It's sad what happened, but that's the whole world. We gotta stop. It's the I fucking hate Trump so fucking much, right? And it just seems so. But then their side accepts the shittiness of their. Every single person on our side's got to be the purest thing in the world. Like we got to go through this world being righteous. You know what I'm saying? Everything's got to be righteousness. No, sometimes people do bad shit, and sometimes they're horrible. You just gotta keep that shit moving. Fuck that. Like the whole like Cat was talking like some of the shit that Cat was saying didn't come true. Some of the shit he says wasn't like didn't come true. I like the stuff with him and Kevin Hart. Like some of that shit, Kevin Hart's not a plant. That was in Philly. You know what I'm saying? He did his shit in Philly. Fucking him and Craig Robinson used to go to fucking New York back and forth. That's a plant? You know what I'm saying? You ain't driving from fucking New York to Philly every fucking night. That's crazy. Nah. So like, I mean, like, it's things like that where it's like, yeah, he threw a couple balls, they fucking hit. Yeah, because people are horrible. There are some horrible people in the world, and we kind of knew Diddy wasn't shit. You know, we kind of knew. Like, what else did he say? What else was
he said? He was like, "Yeah, Steve Harvey and this person held him back like his gatekeepers and all." And you hear that saying all the time, and I just say, like, bro, it's not the fact that you're not getting booked. You're just not funny, and you don't have a personality. That's what it is.
I wouldn't say he's not funny. I think he is. I think he's very funny, but he doesn't know how to use the things that he needs to. You know, I have a thing where I can't say another comedian is not funny. It's just a thing that I have. I just say they're not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? And Cat isn't the cup of tea of certain people. Mm-hmm. There's certain people that love him, and it's good. Instead of fucking being in that lane, you want all the lanes. That person's not funny. That person's not funny. That person, you know what I'm saying? That person had to do this. That person stopped me from doing this. Nah, man. Sometimes shit just don't work out.
You don't.
My boy used to always say, even if it's personal, it's not personal. It's show business, man.
That's it.
That's all it is. And like, I think Cat Williams is a person extremely funny, but he's not as funny as some of those cats that he names.
Now, I know Cat Williams is funny, but I'm saying like the comedians that come to me and be like, "Yo, I can't get booked here. They hating on me." I be like, "Bro, I know you said it's not your cup of tea, but I'm like, yo, it's literally like you're not funny. You gotta tighten up your pen game, and then it's your personality." Because like you were saying, everybody's a beta but wants to be alpha. I say everybody wants to be a big shark in a small pond. Like Virginia is not known for comedy at all.
Dave Chappelle, Ashley Larry, Wanda Sykes, Martin Lawrence.
They're in the deep. Like Wanda is Newport News. I'll take her. But we got Wanda, Coca Brown, Jay Farrell, Leonard Oates. Martin is from Baltimore. I'm in Virginia. Yeah. So I mean,
my childhood was in Fairfax.
Mm-hmm.
Fairfax, Virginia. So like, yeah. I don't know. I left when I was in 5th grade. I don't. It's one of those things where it's like bigger than your town anywhere you start.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere you could be in Los Angeles, in New York City. There's a lot of we got some heavy comedians in Texas. And as I started in Houston, we got some heavy guys in H-Town. H-Town is some strong comedians out there. A lot of people don't understand that. So you come over there with some bullshit, we gonna make you look embarrassed. That's just the way it is. The problem is with Houston, we like to push industry out. We don't like industry. We on our outlaw type shit. We can do it ourselves type shit, which isn't like you can do it, but it takes too fucking long. Then you got people in Austin. Austin's the big shit now because that's where all like the guys from LA went out to Austin, and it's got names on it. I've never really trusted Austin comic. It's like I said, they not my cup of tea. Freaking the Dallas guys, San Antonio guys, like there's some good guys in Texas, and it's cool being in your city, and it's cool, but you got to get good and get out. You got to get good, go somewhere else. You can always come back. Come back ain't no problem, but you got to get good and see what's out there in the streets, and that's not even like leaving your town. You got to fucking tour. Thanks. You got to get out. You got to get out and shit. The cool thing about fucking being on those East Coast cities is like real quick. You can get in and out of them motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying, real quick. Hop in your car, man. Hit up open mics in different cities. Hit it up in Baltimore. Hit it up in fucking whatever else is up there. I'm high.
I've been up there a few times, man. Baltimore, DC, Connecticut.
You got to hit them all up, man. And that's the whole thing is bouncing. And one cool thing about Houston is so widespread, right? So you hit a Hispanic part of the city. You can hit a white part of the city. You can hit the mixed area. You can hit the weird, eclectic people over here. You can hit nothing but black people over here. So you can bounce around from place in that city, and it makes you learn that, there's different crowds. So people from Milwaukee are going to be different than people in Chicago.
Facts.
But it is still Midwest.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? People from California are going to be different from somebody from Arizona. But it's still over here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
So you gotta move around, man. Move around, get out of Comedy is always bigger than the city that you're in, man. I promise. So you just gotta keep going around. Want to make you laugh. You do something over here, these people are laughing at something else that you can cultivate into, oh shit, I never thought about that laugh. It's just a weird thing, and it sounds like gibberish. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're in another town and they're laughing at something different, and you know why they're laughing, and you never thought that was funny. That was the funny part. So now, a lot of my jokes are just, or there's a lot of emphasizing on words, a lot of facial expressions and syllables and things like that. I realize that. Just doing that and making how people feel. It's gonna sound horrible, but I'm not gonna the H guy, the bad guy in the 40s. He used to practice that. He used to practice an inflection and things like that. It's moving a crowd. You're an MC. You're moving the crowd. The way you do your voice, the notes that people sing. When people sing, sometimes that shivering on your body, that they're really good. That's a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing for humans. So you can do things. You can say something. You can emphasize the words. You can tell the joke a certain different way, and it moves other people. And then you can learn that places to places, and then it becomes a pretty damn good joke. All around joke that everybody can kind of get it. And certain words you use or whatever. But yeah. That's just comedy. I love talking about comedy. I'm sorry.
You all right? You okay? You okay? So I'm gonna say this right here because we're gonna end all because you gave a lot of gems about everything that you've done and like your take on comedy and your 24 years of experience with a comedy special and acting in finding different lanes. What is you okay?
I'm good.
Okay, I was like, don't down me because I ain't got health insurance.
Shit,
What
with
is
Trump
that
going, we're gonna cut
one
all of that
piece? What's the one piece of motivational advice you can give for any comedian or any creator looking to get into the industry?
Show up. 80% of this is what you do off stage. 40% is on stage. Show up. Be likable. Be way more likable than you are off stage. Being there, being in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a reason why to be there, I love being there. Show up. Going up to the mics fucking sucks. Really hate doing it. May not go through it, but it's a mic. You just show the fuck up. You don't know what's gonna be there tonight. You don't know what you're gonna get that night. If something's going on over there, show the fuck up. You know, it's just what was it? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you need to prepare for the opportunity. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Show the fuck up. That's all. I mean, a lot of it is just being there. I mean, be funny. Be funny by all means. You can have, but the thing is, in this business, man, you can have C plus likability and an A plus material, and nobody gonna like and want to get you on. You'll be as arrogant as funny. You'll be the funny, arrogant motherfucker. But if they're not likable, and it's a couple things. If you're not likable and your material sinks, I mean, if you're likable and your materials C plus, you're gonna fucking move because the people like you. They want to give you stuff. They want you to succeed. You must be likable, and a lot of that is showing up and just being part of the game. Ain't none of this personal, even when it gets personal. Unless somebody looks at you and says, "Don't come to this motherfucker ever again," keep coming. Show up. Just be there. So,
Sure.
Hmm?
Yeah. I say the same sentiment.
Yeah.
If they want to get in contact with you, watch the special, support you, where can they find you at?
I'm at Theodore Comedy on everything. At Theodore Comedy. It's gonna be my website. I have a link tree. It's at Theodore Comedy on my link tree. You can go to the Comedy Dynamics page and type in M.E. My name is Theodore M.E. Taylor. The comedy special is Theodore M.E. Taylor's bow tie guy. Once again, it's just a good name. But I'm at Theodore Comedy on everything. My I don't have Twitter anymore because fuck that guy. And I have Instagram, Facebook. I'm on Threads at Theodore on TikTok as long as it stays. We'll see. And that's it.
If you guys want to follow me, it's comedian Rome Davis. Follow the podcast page. It's No ID Podcast. But YouTube is comedian Rome Davis. No ID. You can Google it. You can just type it into any type of platform. But I also have a email list. You can sign up and let you know any type of shows, releases, podcast episodes, YouTube updates I can get you. But support my man Theodore Taylor, please, with his special and any of his content and his shows. Keep supporting me in this movement that I'm trying to create. And I appreciate you, Theodore, for coming onto the show. I know it's a
I
random
appreciate you
DM.
having me, my brother.
Hey man, I my algorithm is nothing but comedy and twerking, and you ended up on the
Right,
comedies.
I got you. It was one video and it went viral. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. I happen to do comedy too, so
Yeah. We support you anyway over here. You know what I'm saying?
At Theodore Comedy on everything, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Update. Make sure.